Great. Okay, so let's begin here in a child's pose, big toes touching with the knees either slightly apart, or you can keep them closer together or further apart, whatever feels best for you. But let's go ahead and begin with an extended child's pose here. Maybe bringing yourself up onto the fingertips and resting your forehead either onto the mat, or you could also place your hands underneath your forehead. You can also make fists with your hands to add a little bit of height, or use a block or any other props that you may find helpful. So just kind of stretching out through the shoulders here as you maybe walk the fingertips forward a little bit more. Lengthening through the back body and the side waist, side body. Continue kind of walking those fingertips ever forward with the wrists lifted up. Taking some deep, cleansing, nourishing breaths into your back body. And then go ahead and relax your arms down now. And find a comfortable position for your arms and shoulders. And continue to allow the weight of your head to grow heavy towards the earth, like a big bowling ball sinking into the ground, allowing the neck and shoulders to also release here completely. Deep cleansing and nourishing Ujjayi pranayama. This audible oceanic breath. It's also known as victorious breath. And the victory is really over the mind, which can pull us into drama or stories or beliefs, false beliefs, and bring you back to your breath and your heart. That reminds us of how resilient we actually are. Observing this infinite capacity that we have. And from that place, slowly begin to maybe rock from side to side, like let your head come off the mat and just kind of rock from one side of your body or one leg to the other. And then stretching through those shoulders as you rock side to side. And then maybe continue as you drag your arms towards you, just kind of rocking, swaying your body side to side. And just notice, let your head also follow that sway a little bit. And just find a way moving in a way that feels good for you. So it almost feels like a little bit of a dance, and you can kind of emphasize whatever you need here. Allowing your neck and shoulders, your side waist to stretch a little bit. Deep breaths. All right, and then from here, let's interlace the fingers. Actually, you know what? Let's curl the toes under first and bring the knees together. And sit back onto the heels. We're going to interlace the fingers now, root down through your seat as you inhale, root down to reach up. Palms towards the sky. And as you exhale, press palms forward, rounding through the upper back. Inhale, reaching up. And as you exhale, let's kind of stretch side to side here. So lengthening, alternating from one side to the other. Feeling this stretch through your side the outer shoulder. And then when you come back to center, when you're ready, interlace the fingers behind you and bring the elbows all the way back. Knuckles against your sacrum here too. Take a deep inhale, look up between the brows, lift the chin, open the throat. And as you exhale, let's bring the chin towards the throat and navel toward the spine. Inhaling, stretching the knuckles away when you're ready. And then exhaling to release. We're going to come off of those feet, separate the knees and circle the toes and ankles around. And circle the other way. And relax your feet here, give them a little thump, massaging them. Then we're bringing the knees and the feet together. And then gently. So now our feet are relaxed here, stretching through the shins and the tops of the feet, the arches, the ankles. And then we'll come back to that stretch once more here. Interlace the fingers, root down through your seat as you inhale, press up. As you exhale, let's bend the elbows over to one side, bring the chin in and the head back slightly, stretching. Again, that outer shoulder. Inhale back up through center. As you exhale, bend the elbows over to the other side, chin in and head back slightly. Nice deep breaths. This time, as you inhale, we're going to flip the palms over to face you, stretching the wrists. And as you exhale one more time, rounding through your spine. Let's pull your shoulders back, alternating one at a time here too. So you feel again that stretch through your wrists and the shoulder. And then let's go ahead and release the arms behind you. Interlace the opposite forefinger and thumb on top once more. Bend the elbows back. Inhale, lift and open the chest and the throat. And as you exhale, bring your chin towards the throat, belly in, towards your spine. Inhaling, knuckles stretch away from your body, stretching along. And exhaling, releasing. Let's go ahead from here, come onto your hands and knees. And pressing, spreading the fingers nice and wide, pressing into fingertips as well here. And the shin bones. Let's send your inner thighs, lift them up and back as you inhale. Feel that natural little lift in the pelvic floor. Looking up between the brows. Exhale, look all the way back at your tail. Stretch. Inhale, looking up between the brows here again. And exhale, look all the way back towards your tail. Other side. Inhale one more time, looking up between the brows. As you exhale, press into the fingertips and shins and round. Curl your navel to spine, feel your core. Again, sending inner thighs up and back. Inhale into cow facing. And exhale, let's curl the toes under and stretch all the way slowly back to downward facing dog. Separating the hands and feet about mat distance apart. And gently walk your feet here in place slowly. Or whatever it is that you feel that's needed here for you. Let's explore a little bit of movement, or maybe just finding stillness and really plugging in, connecting to breath. Whatever you need here. All right. And then from there, let's go ahead and walk your feet all the way forward to the top of your mat. Take a nice, deep, slow inhale, halfway to rise. Feel your inner thighs lift up and back again, navel to spine. Exhale and deepen your fold. Plug in through your feet as you inhale to rise up. Lift up through your heart center, palms to prayer. Exhale, let's bring the arms down by your sides, Tadasana. Deep, slow breath in again as you inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, bring the hands to the heart center, bow, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway rise, inner thighs lift. Exhaling, deepen your fold. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, root down to rise up. This time as you exhale, we're going to open the arms front and back here. So reaching the right arm behind you, left arm forward. And see if we can really hug the hips towards the midline. Draw navel to spine and feel your right hip coming forward as you open. So you feel the twist opening up through your mid-back. When you're ready, sweep that right arm down. Inhale, reach back up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, we're going to open to the left. As you open your twist, try to, again, hug the hips in. Feel your pelvic floor engage and feel that left hip come forward. Deep cleansing breaths. Inhale, when you're ready, left arm reaches back up. Lift the heart. Exhale, come right down the center. You can bend the knees here as much as you need to keep that low back in a nice natural curved extension as you inhale, lengthen, flat back. And exhale, deepen your fold. You can stretch here as much as feels good. And then from here, let's send your right leg back into a deep lunge. Left knee above the heel. Let's lower the right knee and uncurl the back toes. We're going to press into the back shin. Feel as though you're trying to squeeze your legs towards each other as you inhale. So we're really hugging, finding those stabilizers, lifting navel to spine. And as you exhale, interlace the fingers back behind your head. Let's pull the back of the neck up long. So we're gently pulling upward at the back of your skull. Take a deep inhale, open your chest, lift your heart. Elbows out. Exhale, we can release the arms down. And then from here, left leg goes back into a plank pose. Inhale, plank. Shoulders stack above wrists. As you exhale, if you'd like to lower your knees, keep your elbows stacked above your wrists. So you're going forward, squeeze halfway down. And then inhale, press up. And exhale again, we go halfway down. Elbows stay above wrists. Hold it. Inhale, push up. Press into those fingertips like you're trying to pull the floor to you. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, press up. 2 more. Exhale, pull, 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 halfway down. Inhale, press up. Last time, exhale, pull, 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 hold it. And then if you like, squeeze, lift your belly, lift your knees, and then lower down, roll the shoulders all the way back. Point the toes. Let's come onto your fingertips, splay them out slightly forward into the sides of your hair. Tuck the chin as you inhale, curl up through your spine into a curling cobra. As you exhale, let's bring right shoulder forward and twist. We can lower down only as far as feels good. Inhale, come back up, lift the heart. Exhale, twist the other shoulder forward. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, elbows up, lower down. And elbows squeeze in by your sides. Let's curl the toes under here as you inhale. You can come up onto the knees, or if you like to come into full plank. Exhale, we bend the knees here in bear pose. And then stretch your legs back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And plugging in through hands and feet. Longer, smoother breaths. Lengthen the sides of your body. Feel as though you're trying to stretch your arms, even your ears or your shoulders come up by your ears. And externally rotate, turning out the shoulders from the shoulders as much as possible. Right leg's going to reach up gently towards the ceiling as you inhale. 3-leg dog, slowly, gently. Exhale, let's step that right foot forward between your hands. And lower that left knee down, uncurl the back toes. We're pressing into the back shin here again. Hug the legs towards each other. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, let's bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers. Again, we're going to pull from the back of your skull, pulling upward. Inhale, lift the heart center, look up. Open the chest, open the throat. Deep breaths, hugging those sides towards each other. As you take your next exhale, we can bring the hands down. And from here, step your left foot forward between your hands. Interlace your fingers behind you, Yoga Mudra, and stretch your shoulders here a lot. You can bend your knees a lot. And breathe deeply into the sensations you feel Always being cognizant, aware. And listening deeply. Take one more breath. Exhale, releasing hands down. Inhale, lengthen, halfway rise. You can also come up to your thighs here. Actually, let's do that. Bring your hands to your thigh bones and feel as you press your thigh bones back, a length through your sideways. So you're extending, creating some traction through your spine. So you're still lifting inner thighs up while you press the thighs back. And then exhale when you fold, release. You can bend the knees or come up with straight legs. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana all the way up. Exhale, let's bring the arms again down by your sides. Inhale, root down, reach up towards the sky. As you exhale, open the arms again to the right, twist. Again, really pulling that right hip forward as you open, releasing the mid-spine. Inhale, reach back up. As you exhale, we'll twist over to your left hip forward, navel to spine. When you're ready, left arm reaches back up. Inhale. And exhale, let's bow forward, fold all the way down your midline. Inhale, lengthening, halfway rise. Inner thighs up and back. Exhale and deepen your fold. From here, let's step your left leg back into nice deep lunge. From there, bend into the back knee, hugging your legs towards each other. So again, we're gonna hug those hips in, stretch the arms up overhead. So while we're in this high lunge, I wanna emphasize squeezing your left glute and hugging those thighs together towards each other. So scissoring those thighs and feel the back glute really engage. Inhale and lengthen. As you exhale, maybe a gentle twist to your right. Open. Again, drawing navel towards spine. Deep cleansing breaths. Maybe even gazing back towards your right fingertips. Deep breaths. Hug. Squeeze that left hip forward. Squeeze that left glute. Right arm's coming down as you inhale. Stretch back up, lengthen. As you exhale, let's go ahead and press, lengthen forward, press the back leg long. So coming into a diagonal here. We're gonna reach the arms long behind you like airplane and squeeze your triceps towards each other. Back of the arms are nice and long. Try not to rest on your front thigh here, but really use your core and hug that outer right hip in and back. Another deep breath here. Exhale, we're gonna spin your left heel down and come up to Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2, inhale. As you exhale, you might want to wiggle your right foot forward, maybe not. Lengthen, open through your heart space. Relax, keep the shoulders soft. If you need to, you can bend the elbows and palms face up. You can circle the shoulders around if you need to. Release any tension from them. Feel your inner thighs lengthen away from each other, and your outer thighs are squeezing, hugging back in towards your hip sockets. Feel that you're pressing into the outer edge of that back foot as well. Right arm towards the sky as you inhale. Let's stretch into reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. Deep breath here. Exhale, we're going to come into your side angle. You can bring forearm to the thigh here if you like. Stretch the left side of your body. Take another deep breath, open through your heart space. Exhale from here, we're going to come all the way up as you inhale to reverse triangle. Stretch. And as you exhale, let's go to come all the way, reach forward and bring the hips back into Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. You can gaze up or down towards the earth. And I recommend either using a block or keeping your hand on your shin to keep the alignment. And really use your core in this posture. Leaning back. Open through your chest, open through your heart space. Take another deep breath here. Exhale, let's bend into the front knee back to peaceful warrior, deep inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to cartwheel the arms down. Turn in that back leg. Beautiful, lower that back knee. Press into the shins as you inhale. Lift through the heart center. Exhale, hands down, step that right leg back to plank pose. Inhaling plank. Exhale, slowly lower, hugging the midline. All the way down, roll the shoulders back. Good, let's come on to the fingertips here one more time. Tuck the chin as you inhale. Roll it up. As you exhale, slowly lowering down. Whenever you're ready, you can bring your left shoulder forward, twist, and then back to center. Still on the fingertips, right shoulder forward, twist gently. Only as far as feels good. Inhaling, lift your navel to spine, tailbone down. Exhaling, hands underneath you. Squeeze your triceps in. Inhale, press up into full plank or onto your knees. Exhale, bear pose, bend into the knees, hover, and then stretch back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Again, continue plugging in through the hands and feet into the earth, into your breath. Connect to this infinite capacity that is always with you. Your body's innate ability to rebalance, recalibrate, and harmonize through the breath, through grounding. Left leg when you're ready, inhale, three-leg dog toward the sky, outer thigh rolling in. Exhale, thigh to chest. Feel nice and high, step that left foot forward between the hands. We're gonna bend into that back knee again, hugging in towards your midline. Slowly, maybe coming all the way up. Yeah, so again, from here, we wanna draw the tailbone downward, not tucking, but just down. And feel your pelvic floor muscles really engage. Feel your right butt cheek, your right glute really strong. And I'm just going to flip myself around here. Hugging in, we're going to open into your twists. So again, you can keep that back knee bent as much as you need to. Some of you might like to straighten it, but really keep, again, that right glute. So that back leg really on. Deep cleansing breaths, open through your heart space and your chest. Whenever you're ready, left arm can come back up. Inhale, stretch. As you exhale, as you start to reach and lengthen forward, stretch that back knee and lift that back thigh up. Slowly bring your arms behind you into your airplane wings. Squeezing the back of those arms, those triceps spread through the fingers. Get nice and low. Hug that outer left hip in and back. Right thigh forward and up. Deep breaths here. Exhale, release the hands, spin the right heel down into warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Open through those hips again. We can wiggle the foot forward if you need to, but we're still plugging the hips, the thighs, outer thighs in towards the hip sockets, hugging the midline, hugging those hips, strengthening those stabilizers as we open. Feel free to take any variation you need with your arms. You want to swing them out, whatever you like. Open the chest, lengthen, feel the stretch through the inner thighs. Left arm towards the sky as you inhale, peaceful warrior. Stretch the left side of your body. And as you exhale, we're going to come into forearm to thigh, into side angle. You can sweep that right arm all the way through and overhead. And feel those same concepts through the hips and the legs. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling. We're going to come back up, straighten the front leg as you inhale. Reverse Trikonasana, straight leg. Stretch the left side of your body. And as you exhale, we're going to reach long through the left side and pull the hips in and back. And lean back here. Left fingertips can come towards your left shin. If you can, no weight on your bottom hand. Use your core. Lengthen the sides of your body, your waist. Open through the heart. Deep, cleansing, nourishing breaths here. Continue to breathe into that space where you're able to handle any challenges that come your way with ease and with grace. Left arm toward the sky. Again, bend into the front knee as you inhale. Stretch the left side of your body. Peaceful warrior. Exhale. Cartwheel the arms. Turn in that back leg. Lower that right knee down. Inhale and curl the back toes. Lengthen up, lift the heart center. Exhale, bow forward. We're going to step it forward between your hands when you're ready. Bend into your knees and release the opposite forefinger and thumb on top. Bow your head, stretch your shoulders. Deep, slow breaths. And stretch the legs here whenever you feel ready, if and when. When you're ready to exhale, release the hands all the way down. Inhaling, let's press hands against the thighs here again. Suck your belly in and feel your inner thighs lift up and back as you lengthen through your waist and your spine, through the crown of the head. Exhale, deepen your fold. Root down again through both feet. Root to rise as you inhale all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Tadasana. When you're ready, inhale, root down, reach up. Exhale, let's open the arms this time. Bow forward, fold. Inhaling, lengthening through your spine, flat back. Exhale and deepen your fold. Step or float back into Chaturanga. Hover elbows above the wrists slowly, all the way down. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, point the toes, lift the heart. Cobra. And exhale. Lower. Let's tuck the chin again. Inhale, curl through your spine, Cobra. Exhale, lead from your heart. And then the head comes down last. One more time, tuck the chin. Inhale, lift your heart. Then your head, look up. Exhale, lead from the heart. Lower down. Curl the toes under. Inhale, press up. You can come up into full plank or half. Exhale, bend the knees, hover. And then stretch into your downward facing dog. Cleansing, nourishing breaths here. So we're going to add on to that flow here a little bit. Allow it to flow. Right, so we're going to bring the left leg towards the sky in three-leg dog. Up on your tippy toes. As you exhale, let's bring that thigh to chest. Lift that heel nice and high. Press into fingertips. One more time. Inhale. Stretch it up and back. As you exhale, let's step that left foot forward between the hands. All right. I think we just finished doing this side, didn't we? Let's actually switch that up. We're going to step the right leg back. So right leg up towards the ceiling, three-leg dog. Exhale, thigh to your chest, lift that heel nice and high. One more time, inhale, stretch it up. And exhale, we're going to step that foot forward between your hands. All right, from here, we're going to bend into that back knee, press down into your feet. Slowly, when you're ready, hugging those hips towards your midline, hugging and squeezing that back glute or your left butt cheek. Take your next deep breath in, lift the heart. Root down through big toe as you exhale, twist over to your right. Deep inhale, stretch back up all the way. And then exhale, slowly float forward and arms back into airplane. Breathe. From here, we're going to push forward into warrior three, airplane pose. So pushing off the back foot, push through your heel, hips stay square. So feel as though you're trying to lift your pelvis up away from your front thigh. While you reach the crown of the head and your heel away from each other. Take one more breath here. Exhale, step it back. Spin the left heel down, 45 into warrior two. Inhale, warrior two, here, Vajrasana two, exhale. Feel the inner thighs again stretch long away from each other. Breathe. Right arm toward the sky as you inhale, peaceful warrior. And as you exhale, we come through to side angle. Maybe the left arm comes all the way through. Lengthen through the left side of your body. Another deep breath here. Exhale, we can sweep it back down. Right arm reaches up. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Reverse Trikonasana. Exhale as you reach long through the right side of your body. Pull the hips in and back. Come to Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle. Deep cleansing breath, open the heart. Now you're welcome to stay here or perhaps bend into the front knee, walk, float, or hop forward into your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Now really flex through that left ankle, push through your heel, and root down through the standing leg. Feel your left glute here, engage again. Deep, slow breaths. Feel the left glute doing the work to raise the leg and feel the strength of the standing leg to stabilize the standing glute. Take another deep breath, see if you can brighten up a little bit more. Reach through the fingertips, reach through the toes, spread through. And exhale, let's go and step it back into your deep lunge. Deep, slow breaths. Let's bring the left foot a little bit closer and a little bit wider. Coming into Prasarita Padottanasana, you're welcome to use a couple of blocks here or bring your hands to your hips. You can bend that front knee here as much as you need to as well. Pull that left thigh bone forward and the right thigh bone up. Deep breaths here. And then maybe some of you would like to bring your left hand either onto a block or some sort of prop or onto your left shin. So if you're not using a prop, left shin can be helpful. Left hand, your right shin. Your left hand to your right shin, right hand to your sacrum. Now try to bring your left thigh bone forward. And then find a little bit of a twist here from your core. Now, if that's enough, you can stay here. If you'd like to challenge your core a little bit, you can come into your revolved Ardha Chandrasana. So you can come forward onto your left hand. Find your twist. Again, this is happening from your core. Push through the heel. Away from the crown. So you can lift your pelvis a little bit up away from the front thigh, but squarely. And then step back when you're ready into deep lunge. Lower that back knee down. Nice work. Inhale. Reach up. Lift the heart. As you exhale, let's go ahead and step back into plank pose. Plank. Deep, slow breaths. Bring your left hand to the center of your mat. Spin your heels to the left. Now you can stack your right foot on top. Just make sure your toes are up towards your head. You're on the edge of your left foot. Or you can have your right foot in front of the left. Lift the hips nice and high. So if your left hand is underneath you, right foot in front of left or stacked. Lift those hips. You can reach through the right side, nice and long. And from here, you can either bring your right arm down and through, maybe lengthen through the side body a little bit more. One more breath. And then exhale, back to your plank pose. Inhale, rest here, or lower onto your knees, or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, let's go to child's pose from here, press up and back. Take a few moments here to rest. Again, let the weight of your head be heavy. Deep cleansing breaths into back body. And open and close the hands if you need to relieve the wrists or the pads of your hands. I personally enjoy bringing the elbows forward and squeezing the arms towards my head and bringing the backs of the hands together and then curling the hands into fists. So you get a really nice stretch through your wrists and your hands. Also the triceps and the outer shoulder here a bit too. Again, connecting to breath and your body's ability and capacity to recharge, rebalance, recalibrate, harmonize, and heal. Whenever you feel ready, slowly coming back up onto your hands and knees. Let's send the inner thighs up and back here as you inhale, looking up between the brows. Exhaling back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Deep, slow breaths. All right, I'm just going to flip myself around here. So I made the mistake of starting with the wrong side, so we're going to start with the wrong side again so we get both sides equally. Right leg up toward the sky. Bend into that right knee, open the hip. Let's bring that right knee over towards your left tricep. Twist and hold. So you can extend that right leg out and then come back. Right leg back up, inhale. Exhale, back to downward dog. Now we're going to do the left side. Inhale, open the hip. Exhale, bend that left knee. Inhale, stretch that left leg. Exhale, knee to your right tricep or shoulder, hold. Lift that left hip, inhale, maybe stretch the left leg. Exhale, come back through center and step forward between the hands. Bend into that back knee, inhale. So just the same thing now, all on the other side. We're gonna flow through this. Breathe. Your next deep inhale, lift and raise the heart and the chest, the gaze. As you exhale, we twist to your left, open twist. Left arm comes through, inhale all the way back up. Exhale, stretch forward, stretch the back leg as you sweep the arms behind you, airplane. Now strong through your hips, we push forward into warrior three, airplane pose. Push through the heel and through the crown of the head. Lift your pelvic floor, lift your pelvis evenly, so squarely away from your front thigh. Use your core. Take one more breath here. Exhale, step it back, lower the hands. Spin the back heel down, inhale, warrior two. Virabhadrasana two. Open through those inner thighs. Plug in the hip socket, plug in the hips. Outer thighs to hip socket, squeeze. Again, soften the arms, soften the shoulders, however you need to. Left arm toward the sky as you inhale, peaceful warrior, stretch. And on your next deep exhale, side angle. Forearm to thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's go and sweep that right arm all the way down. Straighten the front leg, left arm up as you inhale back to reverse Trikonasana now. And as you exhale, reach to the left side of your body, pull the hips in and back. Lengthen both sides of your body. So it's not just the right side that's opening. Lift up and open through your left side of here as well. Or create some space here. Deep breaths. If and when you feel ready, bend into the front knee. Nice and strong, coming forward through those hips. Strong through the glutes. Slowly stretch into your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Again, we're pushing through that heel. And then squeezing that right glute to lift. Rooting down through the standing foot. And stabilizing through that standing glute. The left side glute. Take one more deep breath here. Open the heart and the chest, maybe your gaze even. And as you exhale, step it back to deep lunge. Returning that back leg in. Let's bring that right foot a little bit closer and a little bit wider. So you're parallel here on railroad tracks, one foot on each side. You don't want to be too close or too far apart. Too close, you may not get this stretch as much. Too far apart, your hips may be off kilter. Excuse me. But we do want to send that right thigh bone up and forward. The left thigh bone lifts up. And the pelvis lifts up. Deep, slow breaths here as you stretch. Remember, you can always bend the front knee or use your props if you have them. You can also bring your hands to the hips here. Yeah, lots of options. So hugging the hands to the hips could be a lot safer for some of us because it requires us to use strength and stability in the stretch, especially if we have any low back issues. That's a great option. But here you can also do that here too, or engage the standing leg or the left leg. So you're welcome to stay here, or maybe with the right hand underneath you onto your fingertips or a block, left hand to your sacrum. We're going to twist from your core. So bringing that right thigh bone forward, sucking the belly in. So we're not trying to turn in the hip. We're just bringing it up and forward. And then finding that twist again from the deep pelvic floor muscles, from your navel. Maybe stretching that left arm up if it feels good. Or you could keep it on your sacrum. Some of us might even like to experiment or explore coming forward into your revolved Ardha Chandrasana. So basically your half moon with your twist. Another deep breath here. One more. And then exhale, slowly step it back to deep lunge. Lower that right knee. Uncurl the back toes as you inhale. Reach up, Panjanyasana. Exhale, step it back to plank pose, inhaling. Exhale, right hand to the center now, heels to the right. Lift up your toes so you're on the edges of your feet. You can also stack your left foot on top of the right, but just again, make sure you're on that right edge. All right. Otherwise, left foot is in front, and then left arm can either reach straight up or you can sweep it through. Now lift that right hip higher. Feel your bottom hip lift up as you stretch through the left side of your body. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, sweep it back to plank pose. Inhaling, shoulders stack above the wrist. Exhale, rest or lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Lift through the heart. Exhale, lower. Let's come onto those fingertips one more time. Tuck the chin. Roll it up as you inhale. This time as you exhale, keep the legs long and strong. Look over your right shoulder, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, all the way back. Twist. Keep those core muscles and legs strong. Inhale, lift the heart. Look up. Exhale. Bend into the elbows, lower. Hands underneath you, squeezing in. Actually, you know what? Let's bring the toes to point out and hands underneath your forehead. So you're going to tuck your chin in and rest your forehead onto your hands. Actually, I like to think of it more of the hairline resting on your hands. So you can really release the back of the neck and the shoulders here. And also receive feedback from the ground up, how you're doing in your breath. Can you breathe into the back body a little bit more. Can you expand and create a little bit more space back there? Can you empty out a little bit slower and more completely? And then can you take it in a little slower and more completely? Let's bring the legs long and strong behind you, hands underneath you, squeeze the triceps in. Let's press up here into child's pose. So any version of child's pose that you like, extended arms or arms behind you, the elbows forward, that stretch for the wrists, whatever you need. Take some slow, deep breaths here. In a few moments, perhaps settling into an energy of appreciation and gratitude. That we can always remember and come back to this infinite capacity that we have to hold space, to hold this space of unconditional love, compassion, and understanding for all that is, all that may arise. And the more that we can connect to ourselves, our true nature, this breath, our hearts and our souls, our spirit, we can move through each moment with grace, with presence, with awareness, with resilience. And slowly rolling up through your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Keeping the eyes closed and your gaze inward, just take a moment as you stack tall. Observe what you feel. And bringing the legs out from underneath you. Go ahead and come forward onto your mat. Let's roll it down slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. And coming back into, bring your feet right underneath your ankles. Or sorry, your feet right underneath your knees, ankles. Knees pointed straight up or forward, arms down by your sides. We're going to press down into the feet equally and firmly to raise the hips. Maybe interlace the fingers underneath your body and roll those shoulders all the way back. So now really focus on plugging into every part of your feet. Yeah, so nothing is raising off the mat, but everything is really pressing down. You can feel all parts of your feet. And then you can always back out of the back bend a little bit, but stay connected into those feet. And feel your glutes, your hamstrings, your inner thighs engage. And take deep cleansing and nourishing breaths from that connection. Deep into your belly, inflating like a big balloon, and then drawing navel to spine with each exhale. And deep, slow breath and filling up like a big balloon. Pause, exhale. Take that one more deep breath, filling up. Take an inhale a little bit more, expand a little more, and linger a little bit longer. Suspend the breath, and then exhale, slowly bring your hips down onto your hands. And keep your fingers interlaced, massaging your fingers and your wrists here. You can also loosen the fingers a little bit if you need to. And slowly release the arms and the shoulders out from underneath you. Let's bring the arms into goalpost here, and soles of the feet together in Supta Baddha Konasana. So feet together, knees out. And your elbows are shooting straight out from your shoulders and palms. And then your arms, let's see, your forearms and hands reach back so that you're making a goalpost shape, like cactus arms. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Whenever you feel ready, we'll gently bring the arms back down and just bring your right knee into chest. So we're going to keep that left leg out in your Baddha Konasana. Just right knee in. So it's kind of asymmetrical stretch here. And we're going to bring that right leg all the way over to your left side, so stacking your hips and your pelvis. Open up your right arm, turn your gaze over the right shoulder, releasing the neck. Deep, slow, cleansing, nourishing breaths. And now filling from your belly all the way up into your chest, rib cage, and lungs, all the way into your throat. Exhaling slowly, completely out. And see if you can fill up and expand all the way into your chest, rib cage, lungs, and throat. Inhaling a little bit more there. And pausing, suspending as long as feels good and comfortable. Exhaling. Feel free here to also, if you like, extend your right leg out so you can hold it with your left hand. You can grab your big toe or the outside of your calf. You could also use a strap or a towel here. Or just casually stretch that leg out in a way that feels good for the outer leg line, the outer hip. If you need more of a hip stretch here, you could also do the figure 4. Just find a stretch that feels nice for you here. And then we'll gently bend into that right leg, right knee back into chest. And then bring that right foot to meet the left in Supta Baddha Konasana again. Just take a moment. Notice any subtleties and changes, the difference between the right and left side. Tuning into subtle energy, the subtle energy body. Left knee back in towards your chest here when you're ready, hugging in. And then when you're ready, left leg goes all the way over to your right. Left hip stacked on top of the right. Open up the left arm, turn your gaze over left shoulder, deep, slow breath. And filling up belly, rib cage, lungs, chest, throat. Side to side, front and back. That victorious breath. If and when you feel ready, extend that left leg out, again holding big toe, outer edges of the leg, or using a strap. And whenever you're ready, gently swinging that left leg all the way down, back in towards your chest, hugging in one more time. Left foot to meet the right, Supta Baddha Konasana. Notice what you notice. Feel free to just rest here as long as you like, or if you'd like to stretch the back of the neck a little bit more, we'll interlace the fingers at the back of your head or the back of your skull and gently pull gently upward or outward so that the back of the neck stretches long, and then gently bring your chin towards the throat. Always being careful and gentle with these delicate muscles of the neck, ligaments and tendons, gently turning your head to one side, keeping the chin in slightly, and maybe turning it over to the other side slowly. And then slowly back to center, and then down. Letting the head roll over to one side. And once again, roll over to the other side. Let's gently fold the legs back in towards each other and hands slide underneath the lower back, feet apart, and wiggle your sits bones away from each other. So we again create that natural curvature of the lumbar spine. Let it be in its natural, comfortable state. And then gently stretch your legs out long in Shavasana, corpse pose, and arms down by your side. Perhaps a few feet away from your body, maybe palms facing up toward the sky in a gesture of being open to receive. Or you can always also rest your hands, place them on your own body. If you need to keep your energy and attention more inward. Just allowing your body, your mind, your spirit, the time and space here to heal. The universe, the present moment, is always waiting to heal. If we just give ourselves to it. Observing our body's innate ability and capacity again to harmonize and to heal, to balance. And to love. And take a couple of slow, deep breaths, allowing the exhale to rinse you out completely. Staying in stillness as long as you wish, or perhaps gently awakening fingertips and toes, ankles and wrists. Maybe slowly stretching arms overhead behind, stretching your whole body as you inhale. Melting back into the earth as you exhale. Rolling onto your right side into fetal position, right arm as a pillow under your head. Take a few more deep, slow breaths here. As you come back into the shape of rebirth. In this place where everything you need, you already have. And all is coming. As you take your next deep exhale, pressing into your left palm to slowly rise. And we'll keep the eyes closed and our gaze inward as we find a nice tall and comfortable seated posture. Working down through the hips and legs as you lengthen, gently lengthening through your spine. Feel the back of the neck soft. The crown of the head ascends toward the sky. Heart space is open and free. Breath rising and falling effortlessly and freely, riding the waves. And joining the hands together in prayer, Anjali Mudra, bringing the right and left sides, joining them together as one. In equanimity, balance, the feminine, the masculine, the light, the dark. And feeling our hearts are full as we embrace all of it with love and compassion. Bowing humbly to the light and the teacher that dwells within each and every one. Thank you for practicing. Namaste. Okay. Thank you so very much again for joining me today. As always, I appreciate you practicing for yourselves and practicing for the world. Thank you.